back to Top 5 News. Remember those days when you had to protect your exam sheet from copycats? It's no different for adults too, especially if you own a business. Imagine you work so hard to build your business and then one day someone just comes along and steals your idea, products or services and writes off the back of your business for free. Even worse, if someone registers your brand as their own before you do, you may find yourself legally prevented from expanding your business leh. So, if you love your brand and your business, be sure to protect it from being copied by registering for a trademark with MyPo. That way, you get exclusive ownership of it and you could even generate income through franchising and licensing activities. For your information, trademark registration is only 950 ringgit for a protection period of 10 years. That's only 95 ringgit per year leh. Not expensive at all. If you have any question about trademark registration, MyPo is always there to assist you and protect your brand. For more information on this, visit www.mypo.gov.my, okay? Now let's get into the top news of the week, shall we? Speaking of protection, you know what else we need to protect? Our democracy! Last week, the Election Commission announced that the country will be holding its 15th general election on November 19, 2022, which is on a Saturday. Nomination day will happen 2 weeks prior, on November 5th, while early voting for security personnel will be on November 15th. The Election Commission is trying to settle G15 before the monsoon floods set in around the end of November lah. If not how people want to go and vote during banjir, I pun tak tahu lah. So remember November 19, November 19, November 19. Important things Cassie Jie Jie must say 3 times. After all, voting is our civic right and responsibility as a citizen. Correct or not? Meanwhile, across the globe, Liz Truss has resigned as UK Prime Minister after just 45 days on the job, the shortest tenure in British history. That's even shorter than Kim Kardashian's shortest marriage leh. Truss came into office when the country was facing great economic uncertainty and later realized she could not deliver the promises she made during her leadership campaign. So back then, Liz Truss vowed to bring about the biggest economic change that the UK has seen in 30 years. But I guess it didn't go as planned no. So following her resignation, King Charles III has appointed a new PM and is actually Britain's first non-white Prime Minister. It is none other than their former Finance Minister, Rishi Suna, who is only 42 years old this year leh. Will he do a good job? I guess we'll see. But on a side note, the fact that Britain's first Indian origin Hindu Prime Minister was appointed on the day of Deepavali is kinda cool lah. Oh, which reminds me, Cassie Jie Jie wants to wish a happy belated Deepavali to all of those who celebrated. I hope you guys had a great time with your family and friends over the long weekend. Back in Malaysia, we have our fair share of political crisis too. Do you remember the infamous Lanka Sheraton in 2020? Well, past President Abdul Hadi Awang has revealed himself to be the mastermind behind the Sheraton move that led to the fall of the Pakatan Harapan government after just 22 months in power. He claimed that PH wanted to remove the special position of Islam and the privileges of the Malays lah. So he initiated the move to topple PH by getting Bersatu leaders to leave the coalition and then got UMNO to join in on the movement too. Anyway, Hadi said that the Perikatan Nasional Government under Muhyiddin's leadership was not a backdoor government lah, as it was done according to democratic practices. But the National Patriots Association begged to differ. Patriot President Dato' Muhammad Ashad said that Hadis Move has robbed this nation of democratic rights, peace and harmony. All I can say is, following Malaysian politics is much more interesting than watching TV dramas lah. In another news, one political party that has been having a hard time is Syed Sadiqs Party Muda. So far, there has been 2 occasions where the ceramah kena kacau by groups of men. In the first incident, a group of mak motor can be seen heckling party president Syed Saddiq during his speech and calling him a penipu. And then few days later, another Muda ceramah again kena attacked by masked men who threw firecrackers and bottles, even causing damage to cars. They were heard saying that they reject Muda lah. Hiya, but even if you want to reject, also don't need to get violent one, right? You're so gangster for what oh? Actually, you know what's the best way to reject? Just cast your vote on election day je lah. Easy. Anyway, videos of these incidents are up on Newswav, so you can go and watch them there if you want to kepo-kepo lah. Okay. Enough of politics liao. Let's talk about COVID pula. COVID-19 is still among us and is still very real. Recently, a new variant, the XBB Omicron subvariant, has been detected in Malaysia. This means the number of COVID cases is expected to increase lah. But Health Minister Khairy Jamaluddin said Malaysians should not be alarmed as it has not led to an increase in terms of hospital admissions and deaths. Hey, Cassie Jie Jie think we must still be vigilant and continue to wear our mask lah. But if you prefer not to, the Ministry of Health has no plans to reinstate any restrictions, including face mask mandates yet. The wave of XBB infection is expected to peak in mid-November, which is when elections will be held. So yeah, you connect the dots lah. Even so, COVID-19 patients who are not in critical condition will still be allowed to vote in G15, probably in a separate queue. MOH has yet to announce official COVID SOPs for election day, so do stay tuned to Newswav for updates on this, okay? Okay, that's all for this week's news. Remember to think who you want to vote for this election day. Okay then, bye!